for the majority. And that's a scary thing. I think chronic disease in kids is over like 50 or 60%. Obesity is something in the 70s, I believe, 70% in the US. So if you have any obesity, whether it's, you're 30 pounds overweight, you're carrying extra pressure. Anything over your waist is 4 pounds per joint extra. So every pound every pound of body weight excess is 4 pounds of pressure on joints.
Wow.
That causes inflammation, that causes breakdown. So part of the process would be weight loss if you need it. But yeah, so inflammation is a major, major issue.
Yeah. And after the whole C19 thing that happened, I mean, they were talking about all the comorbidities people had that, attributed to a lot of the
deaths.
susceptible, and
they said
illness.
about, I think the average number, if I remember correctly, was like either 3.4, 3 point something, or 4 point something was the average comorbidity. Like you had that many different conditions combined why you died. So, and that's same with flu. That's same with any kind of disease, right? If you have an issue, if you're healthy, your body is going to fight off the issue better.
Right.
If you're unhealthy, your systems don't work well. So you're going to break down a lot faster. That's 100% right. And we can look at everything in our life that way. Sports injury. If you're unhealthy, it's going to take a long time, right? Same idea.
Yeah. You mentioned one thing. You said you could feel the inflammation. Are you feeling heat? What are you feeling?
Yeah, we feel, so it's kind of crazy. In chiropractic school, we have to practice our touch, our hands. Our hands are our like sensors, right? My hands are so hypersensitive to everything at this point, almost 20 years in practice. But what we would do, and I'll get into that. So we would take a phone book. Remember, for those that are old enough to know what a phone book is, right? Right. We would take phone books. We would pluck a hair. Not my hair's not long enough. We'd pluck a hair out of someone's head, a long hair, usually a woman's hair. Someone would open the phone book up, 50, hundreds of pages in, put it lengthwise in the book, left to right. We close the book and you would rub your hand across, and you could eventually, not initially, like a few pages you could feel it, but you'd eventually feel a little bump. So you start to feel structural or like density differences in the book, but eventually that translates now to humans.